and I'm going to be building a few of them. And the links to his DeviantArt will be coming up in chat now and every 20 minutes from now, and of course will be in the description of the export. So before I get to building, I'll show you a few of the designs of his that I've already built. I have done a random KSP post on DeviantArt of my own, of a bunch of them that I have built already, but I have yet to show the watercraft that I have built of his. So this is his D215 Corvette, and the thing that I love most about this is that it's got a vertical launch system. Basically, radar guided missiles fired vertically, anti-ship and anti-air. And his design has a single self-defense turret. I gave it a second main turret as well as 6 secondary batteries. This thing is not kind to my SPS or the game's code, because I'm not sure why, but with large vessels like this, if you try to do a major remodel by taking off a whole stack of parts, like if I were to grab the entire side of the hull here and pull it off and try to work things with it, it freaks out the game's code in such a way that I guess it forgets what to do with all of these parts. I'm not gonna show exactly what I mean here because it requires a full game restart, but suffice it to say, there are still a lot of bugs in this game. But it is still in development, so... Alright. So that was the Corvette. I also have the D240 patrol boat. I love this thing. It's got one fore and one aft turret for self-defense, and then 2 quad launch anti-ship missiles. I guess these are supposed to be like torpedo launchers. This thing is so much fun because it's small enough to not immediately destroy my FPS, but it's also really fast and just a joy to fight with and against. Again, I've changed the design a bit from what TheXHS originally did. I added the aft turret, and there was originally 4 of these quad launchers. I reduced that to 2 just so that it would fit a bit better and not interfere with the firing arc of the forward turret. I also added these funnels and intakes. You know what? Let's launch this thing, and we can see how it goes against the builds that I'm about to do. There's no one here. Why is there no one here? Anyway. So there's a probe core in here. That's the main part, the parent part, I guess. The cupola here is just the bridge. Our pilot is Valentina at this time. I've got no idea where the rest of the orange suits are. They may have gotten blown up at some point. Yeah. What I just did to move the ship from the runway to the ocean, yep, nothing blew up, was the vessel mover mod. by the same guy that developed BD Armory. It is so awesome. This version that I'm running, you activate it by Alt P, and if you hit Tab while it's activated, it will change the speed at which you move. So you can either have it just scooting around like I just did, find control, or like circumnavigate the planet in a few minutes, so that you can put ships exactly where you want them. Alright, time to get to actual building. So, I've gone through his DeviantArt and picked out a few designs of his that I think would be really good. So first is the SXB 401. I chose this because it's got Hustler engines and it's VTOL, so yeah. We've also got some, they're not all military, so this one is a XL 438 passenger airliner. Look at it. It's a tri-surface design with engines above the wings and canards, so that's gonna be fun. Got the SFA 284. It's almost an F8 Crusader, which I love, so we're definitely building that. And then this one, the SA 322. It's kind of like a reimagining of a World War II medium bomber, if it was jet powered. So yeah. Also the buried engines I love. So first off, I think we'll go with the SXB 401. And unlike my other builds that are of real aircraft, I only have this one view to work with. I don't have the 3-angle plan view, so could be a little difficult. Now the nose on this thing is quite long, so I'll do my usual trick of using this inline radar. This incidentally comes from BD Armory Red vs. Blue expansion, which gives all these Soviet-style missiles and the different hard points. And I really only use this as a half-length fuselage piece. And you know what? I'm gonna do something similar to what I did with the F-111. Because if you can see, the whole nose sort of slopes down in this beak. So there's that. I really hope in KSP 1.3 or whatever they give us half-length liquid fuel tanks, because like we have half-length rocket fuel tanks, but they have this, they don't have a constant diameter, which I do not like, as opposed to these, which is just the same diameter all along. I probably could do it myself, except I have got no clue about modeling and things like that in this game, or any game. I can't model. That's one bit of game design that just goes way over my head. Now the vertical stabilizer on this thing is quite interesting. It's similar to a lot of 50s and 60s era bomber designs from both east and west, in that it has essentially this strike, and then it's almost as if that vertical stabilizer would crack in half and fold over to save hangar space, similar to the Vigilante bomber. Incidentally, the Vigilante had a all-moving vertical surface, which is just ludicrous to me. Of course, it's not the only aircraft to have an all-moving vertical surface. The SR-71 Blackbird also does. Yeah, there we go. So that's the vertical strake. But we're still not done because it has this dorsal spine. I absolutely love aircraft that have a dorsal spine. It just looks so awesome. And actually quite a few aircraft have it. Such as the MiG-21 Fishbed. It's got a rather pronounced one. Ta-da! And we'll use this. Let's get it straight. To be this sort of blending between the cockpit and the spine. Lovely. Now, I find very few uses for this particular part, mostly because its width doesn't match the rest of the wing pieces. But if you look here, it's almost as if it's like this in that the width of the lower vertical surface and the upper vertical surface are different. And it also appears to be an all-moving horizontal surface on this. A different aspect ratio, but I think that'll do for now. Now the wings. Now at first glance it looks like they might just be a straight delta, but they're not. There's actually a leading edge extension up here, and the chord on the wing root is, by the looks of it, double the chord of where the first engine is mounted. So easy way to do that is this. I'll keep the fuel in these two. Actually get fuel in there too. I'm not sure how well this design will go for VTOL, but hey, it's got Hustler style engines, so I immediately love it. In fact, I might pardon me, I might actually redux the Hustler at some point. Alright. I think I know what I need to do. Just like that. Will this work? There you are. This might just work. lines further forward than that. I think that might be it. Now we can do the engine mounts. I'm going to use hard points for it. One. Two. And the final ones on the wingtips. Damn it. Yeah. That's looking kind of awesome already. So, these engines are quite small diameter. They also have shock cones. Good thing I have twig scale. Actually, that way, well, yeah. Actually, no. No, that's not how that works at all. Because the pylons themselves actually pivot about here. The engines themselves don't pivot on the hard point. How's a Juno look? Juno looks good. I just noticed the mid-mount engines are in line with that. Like so. Actually, mount the wingtip engines underneath the pylon as well. Stand by. Ooh, boy. This thing has a lot of engines. Hey Pyro, nice to see you. Right. And the wings in all need to move aft. There we go. So roll, nothing. Pitch, yaw. How do we balance? Not too bad, actually. Let's see if I can get a better tailplane happening. I won't be able to do an all-moving tailplane, have that aspect ratio. You know, let's just leave it at that for now. Give it some landing gear. Go. Now, of course, this thing is also meant to have an internal bomb bay, which I did not do. Instead, I'll half-ass it and give it a centerline pylon. Centerline pylon, and let's see. Where's a cruise missile? That's a surface launched one. Aha. Here's a nice big cruise missile. There. Now, just for shits and giggles. If I were to actually have these move forward to be actually at the correct point where they would be here, that would actually work fairly well for VTOL. Anyway, SXB 401. Test flight. Long load times. I didn't put a weapons manager on this. Damn it. fire up to 6 Juno engines. Oh, and of course the patrol boat's down there. Certainly got a lot of pitch authority. Somehow I doubt this thing's going to be supersonic. But it should, at the very least, be able to take off. Come on. There we go, jeez. We've suffered 200 knots. I think this is a pretty good design. It's a nice medium bomber. Anyway. So yes, it flies. I'll definitely be tinkering with this off stream. But I think it was a mistake to launch that patrol boat because it was tanking my FPS. So back in you come. Let's see about this airliner. Well, first of all, I'll put a weapons manager on this so that I can actually use it. There we are. Now, this is a fairly small airliner, so I think I'll use this cockpit. So it won't have windows. Now, these humps at the wing roots. Yeah, I think that works well enough. Yeah. So, of course we're working on the canards first. Canards are, of course, almost always pitch only. Yay. We'll get the main wing going first, and then we'll worry about the rest of it. So, center wing tank. Got there. Can I just take this, scale it up? Wow, it's suddenly looking like Fire Flash. I should be able to. Let's just shelf that for a second and use it. See if we can use the airliner wing. Yeah, I'm liking the look of that a bit better. It's not quite the same aspect as this, because this is a very straight wing. But I think it'll work just as well, because I can mount the engines here. Well, actually, we'll go with the first idea to start with. So I'm taking this and scaling it up. Say about 220. That's not long enough. No, that's not going to work. One of the rare instances where I use this wing at its stock sizing. I don't know why angle snapping freaks out so much on these wings like this. Well, it doesn't annoy me, but I'm sure it would annoy any pilot that would fly it without any vertical stabilizer, because, yeah, flat spins aren't fun. And directional stability is generally fairly well appreciated in any aircraft. Of course, in a non-aerodynamic game like Space Engineers, it doesn't matter in the slightest for actual performance. But you know, it's just a little lore thing that there. A little bit of lore that basically just makes the design that much more believable if it has all the correct surfaces in the correct spots. Okay, speaking of surfaces, I think this is done. First version of the ship kept turning upside down. Yeah, that's generally not fun for anyone. And once again, I'll use a pylon, except I'll turn it aft. Ooh yeah. We'll use the engine nacelle for this one. Yeah. And circular intake, of course. We'll use the engine pre-cooler because I like how it appears to have access doors on it. They're actually air vents, but I like to think of them as access doors. And Weasley engines. Looking good. The third version keeps exploding. That's generally my experience in Space Engineers as well. Build awesome ship, fly it, kaboom. Explode. Nah. Yep. Let's not click out of the game. Nice. I'm loving how this thing is coming together. Now comes the really tricky part. Close to invoking the wrath of Clang in the second version. Yeah. Building ships is hard. Building ships that don't explode is even harder. This is interesting. Clang is the AC god of breaking things, so it's sort of like the Kraken in KSP. Okay. Ah, man, why is this so difficult for me? Because I'm, of course, building this bit. What if I move the engines outboard some more? Will it play nice then? Maybe? Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to jury rig it to get this downturn there, but I think I can finagle so that it meets up at something of a sane point. Yeah, that'll do. Yep. There. Not bad. Not bad. How does it balance? Not terrible. Could use a bit more. Nice. Tail mass. Trying to take after a Soviet design that has the outboard main gear really far out. Go, that should work. And because I know how this game works, struts. Alright, XL438. Not ZL, XL438. There we go. I didn't put the winglets on. Yeah, I'm changing that landing gear design because that looks ugly. Let's just see if it flies. It ought to. It's got plenty of thrust. It's actually interesting to me that there aren't more airliner designs that have canards. Looks like a plane, sounds like a plane, smells like a plane, but does it fly like a plane? Well, we're at rotate speed. And she flies. Pull hard back. Wow. This thing can move. It's a cool design. Yeah, it's strange that there aren't more canard designs in commercial aviation. It seems to be a staple of military aviation. Tired. Well, that's cool. Let's see what's max G we can pull. 9.1 max G. Nice. Yeah. Boy. Now we get to play with this thing. This thing's got 2 engines. That's gonna be interesting. Well, at the very least, I can see how to do this first bit of the upper fuselage. Ah, boy. God, why am I so tired? Tail like that to keep it out of the way of the jets. Not like that. And then we'll use the shock cone one. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Spacecraft don't need wings, after all. I've got an idea for how to do these engines. Oh yeah, coming nice and close. Actually, overcooked it a bit. Now we're getting somewhere. Nice. Lovely. Beautiful. Wings first and then... Ooh, these wings are actually kind of interesting. Because they blend. Into here. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. That's what's missing from this. Second cockpit. Deck flaps. Plenty of ailerons. Very nice. And I know I've been pretty much completely silent throughout this entire thing. And I apologize, I've just been really concentrating. I've got to get a lot better at that. Actually talking about what I'm doing. Gotta have guns. It's just actually quite fitting considering this is based on, or at least appears to be based on, the F8 Crusader, which was known as the last gunfighter due to its role in the Vietnam conflict and the fact that it was the last aircraft to be brought into service during that war, and as such essentially the last aircraft that had to rely almost solely on guns for dogfighting. Don't like how the nose of this thing looks. It's too uniform. Let's try this one again. Nose is really starting to piss me off. No. Well, so frustrating. Everything else is awesome. It's just this freaking nose. It's annoying. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! I've got the nose done in a way that I like. Oh boy, that was good. Because basically the dilemma is, I know I can get this looking immaculate if I spend enough time and use enough parts. Problem is, I want it to actually be still functional. If I just load this up with a whole bunch of parts to get every single contour exactly how I want, it's gonna run at like 10 frames a second, if that. I want this thing to be actually usable. That's why I didn't just go balls to the wall. Next thing that's pissing me off is his tail fin. Jeez, it almost looks like a Hornet from this angle. It's like it's got the nose of a Crusader and the wings of a Hornet. That is really actually kind of awesome. There. And now the under fuselage bomb racks. So can I use the multi-ejector racks? Oh, the triples, at least. What about the doubles? Yep, I think we have a winner. Let's see, Mark 82s. Beautiful. Now I'll use triple ejectors up here. Geez, this thing's got a bomb load similar to the Thud. F15 Thunder Chief for the uninitiated. Enable crossfeed. Nice. Time for landing gear. That looks a little weird. Not a fan of the tall landing gear that I've just given it. So let's see. Yeah, shorten it a bit. There we are. Final bit of business. Lock those gimbals. So you do not have thrust vectoring. And weapons manager. There we go. SFA 284. Beautiful. Full afterburner. Whoa! Hello, what's going on here? Jesus! Excuse me? I have no idea what just happened. Yeah, almost. What the? Oh. I know what's wrong. Come on. Let me click on the landing gear. Come on. Landing gear. There we go. Alignment guide. Yeah, they're 4 degrees off straight. straighten them out. Whoops. Alright. Let's try this again. Much better. Alright, why is that happening? It's not a lift thing. It's rolling strangely. Bomb load is perfectly symmetrical. Can't think of any reason why it would be rolling like this. Out of all the ships I've built today, this one's the weirdest. It also can't pitch nearly as hard as I thought. Alright, this is going to take some tweaking. Okay, have them retract aft. There's an imbalance somewhere. There's an imbalance in aerodynamics. The center of pressure is off to one side. Why is the center of pressure off to one side? It's not due to those. Oh! Son of a bitch. Yeah, remember how I doubled this side so it would fit better with this? I said that at the time. Yeah, I didn't do it over here. Whoops. Alright, so let's see. Move this up and out of the way. There we go. Now the pitch thing. That should do better. All controls being correct. Let's launch this thing. I had planned on building 4 aircraft this evening, but I'm getting kind of tired, so I think this might be the last one. Ooh, that main gear retracting aft like that is kind of sexy. Alright, so roll rate. Nice. Pitch. That's better. Nice high G turn. Let's ripple these bombs off. Just pickle or jettison these fuel tanks and bombs away. That's a lot of bombs. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire! You know, this thing kind of, now that I've built it, it kind of looks like it takes some. It's like it's got the nose of a Crusader, the wings of a Hornet, but the empennage layout of an F-111. That is awesome! Kaboom. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. Let's see how she flies with flaps out. Speed brakes. The real test of any aircraft is slow flight. Let's see if I can slow fly this thing around the KSC. This is actually kind of fun. It's like I'm 10 meters per second above my stall speed. It's like playing Mario on like keys to maintain pitch and roll and all that. So you can see the control surface is going nuts as I'm making the adjustments here. Kind of like a real fly-by-wire aircraft. Oop, let's not let it pop up. The thing is, I don't have SAS on. I'm flying this by trims. X-WASD, rather Alt-WASD by, for those who don't know, and Alt-X to recenter them. So you can see I'm hands off and the elevators are still staying where they are. It's because I've trims nose up. This is cool. It's like the first time I ever built a VTOL aircraft, I spent hours just hovering around the KSC just to see if I could. It's like landing on roofs and things like that. Right. Let's bring it around, plop it down on the runway. Hi, Alpha! Damn it. Lost my air brakes. Hey, Shiel. I'm just about to wrap up, actually. Oh, but that was fun. Just doing a circuit at 40 meters per second. This thing was hard to build, but I'm loving how it came out. See how much vertical we can get with this thing. It's like bat out of hell. And again, in chat right now is the link to the guy that designed all these. This thing's just going up and up and up. And we're still accelerating. Just barely, but we are accelerating. Nope, not anymore. I might make a speed build video out of this one. Let's kick it over and see if we can go supersonic on our way down. Screaming power dive. Yep, there's Mach 1.1. Mach 1.2. 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. Pull out. Oh my god. 55 G. Yeah, that would tear the wings off. One more strafing run, I think, and then we'll call it a day. Kaboom! Kaboom! Flagpole, got the flagpole, got the flagpole! Got the flagpole! Flagpole almost got me. Would 55 Gs kill the Kerbal? Yes. Sitting upright, having Gs go that way, G-lock is about 15 Gs sustained. That's basically where you lose consciousness and die shortly thereafter. Perpendicular, going directly through your chest, as in like laying on your back, you can take up to 50 Gs without sustained, or rather without serious injury, and over 100 Gs is fatal, going perpendicular to the spine. So pulling Gs like this in a turning aircraft where it's coming down from your head, unassisted, the average person will lose consciousness at 5 Gs. Assisted and with training, a fighter pilot can handle up to 9 Gs sustained, and there have been cases of pilots sustaining 12 Gs unassisted momentarily and still remaining conscious. That's not to say they don't black out, but they don't lose consciousness. Whereas in, say, a car crash where it's like you're like this and you go like that, then you can handle I think it's either 20 or 30 Gs is no injury. Above 50 Gs is serious injury, and above 100 Gs is death. So yes, a 55G pullout would definitely smush this poor Kerbal into a green puddle in the bottom of the cockpit. And we're out of fuel. The sync in high alpha. It's awesome. Just hold that nose in the air as long as you can. Nice. Poor Kerbal looks so happy to be out of fuel. Yeah, probably because that means she can land. It doesn't have to endure what I put her through. Anyway, so I think that's a good place to leave this, because I'm about to black out myself. So again, these designs have been by the TheXHS on DeviantArt. Links are in chat and the description on the export. And yeah, thanks to all those who watched this far, because I know for sure that this has been boring beyond all belief. Yeah. I think next week will be, yeah, I think I'll try World of Warships next week for stream. So, yeah, tune in for that. And, yeah, see you later. I really need to get better at outros.